to you live from the Victorian Health Promotion Hub. We welcome you amazing people all across many parts of Victoria to the 2021 Victorian Health Promotion Awards. The Victorian Health Promotion Awards recognise the incredible contribution that organisations and individuals make to create happier and healthier communities across Victoria. Hosted by our young and talented community champions, Manahil and James, we'll firstly pay our respects to the First Nations people with our welcome to country. We'll hear from the VicHealth Board Chair, Nicola Roxon, Parliamentary Secretary Steve McGhie, and VicHealth CEO Dr. Sandro Demaio. See videos from the Songroom organisation, a performance from the Murrundaya Yapenga Dance Troupe, and take a sneak peek at our Jumpstart launch. And find out all you need to know about the awards presented, the finalists, and, of course, the winners. So sit back, grab something healthy to eat, and let's kick off with the show. Over to you, Manahil and James.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 2021 Victorian Health Promotion Award. I'm Manahil, and this is James, and we will be your host for this wonderful event.
As you heard off the top, the awards are a chance to recognise the incredible contribution that organisations and individuals make to create happier and healthier communities across Victoria. Today we congratulate the 41 finalists across 8 award categories.
That's right, James. From working to empower young people to delivering healthy food to communities, doing it tough, there are health promotion champions throughout our finalists.
There is plenty to look forward to during the coverage and would like you to get involved. For those watching on Slido, you can use the comments section to tell us where you're watching from, what healthy food you're snacking on, or just to let us know you're having a good time. Remember, no one is getting shushed for talking to their virtual neighbour during the formalities tonight.
Before we get started, if you'd like to find out more about the awards, simply scan the QR code on the screen to take you to our website.
To begin our coverage, I would like to pay respect to and acknowledge the Wurundjeri people who are the traditional owners and custodians of this land I stand on today. I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, both past, present and emerging. We'd now like to say a special welcome to Parliamentary Secretary Steve McGhie, Shadow Health Minister Georgie Crozier, VicHealth Chair Nicola Roxon, and VicHealth CEO Dr. Sandro Demaio, and of course everyone that has tuned in today, especially all of our incredible award finalists.
Throughout the show, you can tag us using hashtag VicHealth Promotion Awards. You never know, we might even give you a shout out.
It's now time to hear from the VicHealth Chair, Nicola Roxon, to reflect on the past year.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. I acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, who are the traditional owners of the land, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. It's my pleasure to be opening the 2021 Victorian Health Promotion Awards. One of the great privileges of being the chair of VicHealth is welcoming you all to celebrate the incredible and varied health promotion work happening in Victoria. Thank you for all attending, albeit online. I'd especially like to acknowledge Parliamentary Secretary for Health, Steve McGhie, and the Shadow Minister for Health, the Honourable Georgie Crozier. They join our audience that spans various community groups, from sports clubs helping kids and locals connect to one another, to cultural groups supporting their communities to thrive. The Victorian Health Promotion Awards brings us all together, organisations, activists, professionals and young leaders, to recognise those working tirelessly to improve the health and wellbeing of everyone in Victoria. More than 150 outstanding organisations and individuals were nominated for awards this year, making the judging process in 8 categories no easy feat. I want to thank all of those who took the time to nominate, acknowledge the work of each of those 150 identified, and give a call out to the 41 finalists. You should all be very proud. The range of nominations confirms the value of making the nominating process easier and more accessible. Our awards have always recognised excellence across a broad range of areas, whether it's through research, media or community work. This year, we introduced some changes to the awards to ensure we're recognising all the great health promotion work happening in the community. New award categories were introduced to ensure ongoing relevance to the health promotion sector and to VicHealth's evolving priorities, and to be reflective of the challenges Victorians have faced for the past 2 years. In addition, VicHealth took a new approach to the makeup of the judging committee, who provided a diverse range of views and opinions. For each award category, a separate panel of 3 people was established, including a past award recipient, a young person and a VicHealth staff member. It's important for young voices to be heard, supported and included, and helps us ensure the award winners were on track to create a healthier future and a stronger and more inclusive community for everyone. Thanks to all those judges, and I look forward to hearing shortly from some of those young people involved. You each represent the future of health promotion, and we're thrilled to have you join us today. Before we move to the awards announcement, can I mention the challenging few years that Victorians have had? 2020 and 2021 showed us that our work is more important than ever, with health and wellbeing a central focus of communities, organisations and governments. It also highlighted the gaps and different health impacts across our community, underscoring the importance of our work for each and every Victorian. As VicHealth approaches the final 2 years of its 2013 to 2023 10-year action agenda, it's critical we maintain our impact and focus on equity and partnerships. We'll strive to listen and understand to the experiences and needs of our community to help shape our insights and identity and identify the support needed. We remain committed to driving change through over 700 partnerships. These partnerships support Victorians to get active, to increase the availability and affordability of healthier foods, improve mental wellbeing and social connection, and reduce or prevent the use of tobacco and harms caused from alcohol. I'd also like to announce that the Victorian Health Promotion Hub will open its doors for its partners, allies and friends of VicHealth in 2022. The Victorian Health Promotion Hub is a new, vibrant co-working place designed for our community to come together and make great things happen, and the VicHealth team will share more information about it soon. I'm only sorry that you can't be here in person today for a sneak peek. I'd also like to thank Dr. Sandro Demaio, the CEO of VicHealth, and all the VicHealth team for the leadership, resilience and commitment to our organisation and our work. I look forward to continuing to create a future that is healthy for all communities right across Victoria. Finally, I want to pay tribute to Stephen Walter for his tireless contribution to VicHealth over 9 years as a valued member of our board. Sadly, Stephen passed away too soon in early 2021, and today we're pleased to be able to honour his legacy through the Stephen Walter Excellence in Health Promotion Marketing Award category. We look forward to hearing a message from Stephen's wife, Pauline, a little later on. I congratulate once again all of 2021 Victorian Health Promotion Award finalists and thank you for your contributions to the health and wellbeing of Victorians. I'd like to hand back over now to our MCs.
Thank you, Nicola. It's great to be able to check out the new Victorian Health Promotion Hub. There are so many open and accessible spaces. One of my favourite pieces of artwork is by McGhie Springle, which is right when you walk into the building. I'd now like to introduce Parliamentary Secretary Steve McGhie, who has recorded an address for us.
I would like to acknowledge the First Peoples and traditional owners of this land. For me, this is the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present, and to all elders from other communities who may be here today, representatives of the world's longest continuing culture. Welcome to the 2021 Victorian Health Promotion Awards. While I'm sorry we don't have the opportunity to recognise and celebrate the excellence in health promotion across Victoria in person, it's amazing we can still be together virtually. As you'll be aware, VicHealth has a long history of working to promote good health and prevent chronic diseases. The Foundation has continued to build on their early groundbreaking work in tobacco control, delivering a range of programs to address factors impacting the health and wellbeing of Victorians, like the Future Healthy Initiative, launched late last year. I want to thank Dr. Sandro Demaio and the whole team at VicHealth for their work to improve health and wellbeing of Victorians and for hosting this event. What a wonderful opportunity to come together in a well-deserved celebration. The Victorian Health Promotion Awards acknowledge the incredible leadership of organisations and individuals and their efforts to make communities happier and healthier over the past 2 years. It's important to showcase those who were still able to help those around them, despite the obstacles of the past 2 years. Looking through the shortlisted projects, I saw an amazing breadth of work across many of Victoria's health and wellbeing priorities, covering projects across mental wellbeing, healthy eating, active living, reducing alcohol harm, empowering young people, and many more. I was also impressed to see how initiatives responded to both the health and logistical challenges thrown up by the pandemic to continue to meet community need in innovative ways. The amazing work from our 41 finalists across 8 different categories includes collaboration with young people, producing impactful marketing campaigns, groundbreaking research, crucial media reporting, and volunteer efforts in building back from recent challenges Victorians have faced. A big congratulations to those who have made it to the finals. You have made a valuable contribution to promoting the health and wellbeing of your fellow Victorians. At a time when health and wellbeing remains front of mind for all of us, I'd like to thank you all for your ongoing commitment and dedication and acknowledge the importance of your collective efforts in continuing to promote wellbeing of all Victorians. Enjoy the awards, and I wish you all the very best for the coming year.
Thank you, Parliamentary Secretary Steve McGhie. And now it's the time you've been waiting for.
That's right, it's now time to announce award recipients. Just a small point, sorry we're not a streaming service, so you won't be able to fast forward through the event unless you're watching this later. But I'm not really sure why you would want to skip through us anyway.
I know, right? This year, the awards have each been judged by a different panel. And the best part is that each panel included at least one young person living in Victoria, like us. It's important to include a range of perspectives and be seen as well as heard.
Throughout the event today, each award will be introduced by one of the young judges. They'll let us know more about the award and what it means to them. First up is the Outstanding Health Promotion Award.
There are many incredible organisations and programs working hard to improve community health and wellbeing. This category recognises a health promotion organisation or program that was able to be flexible and innovative in supporting people across the state to improve their health and happiness in 2019 to 2021. The Outstanding Health Promotion Award is important to me because I feel it's really valuable to acknowledge the people and the organisations in our community that are doing health promotion work. The last 2 years have been really tough for everybody, yet despite the challenges that we've faced, there have been organisations which have been able to continue doing their valuable work and have been able to adapt and change with the times, and I think that it's really important that we acknowledge the amazing achievements of these groups.
The finalists for the Outstanding Health Promotion Award are 5 Ways to Wellbeing Greater Bendigo. 5 Ways to Wellbeing works with key community leaders to deliver mental health promotion and illness prevention in a range of places, including schools, early learning centres, community organisations, and workplaces. Cancer Council Victoria's Achievement Program. The Achievement Program works with Victorian Early Childhood Services, schools, and workplaces to create healthier places to work, learn, and play. Smoke-Free Melbourne Policy. The Smoke-Free Melbourne Policy aims to create more smoke-free areas in the central city, reduce and denormalise smoking, as well as supporting people to quit. GMHBA, Geelong Cats Healthy Heroes. GMHBA, Geelong Cats Healthy Heroes, empowers Year 5 and 6 students in Geelong to improve their health and wellbeing across a range of areas, including physical activity, healthy eating, and mental health and wellbeing. Active Maribyrnong, Get Active at Home series. Get Active at Home series was an online program that aimed to keep people in Maribyrnong active throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Smiling Mind Principal Mental Health and Wellbeing Program. The School Principal Mental Health and Wellbeing Program is a whole-of-school approach that develops the skills and strategies for self-care as well as creating a safe workplace for principals and educators.
The winner of the Outstanding Health Promotion Award is Bendigo Community Health Services 5 Ways to Wellbeing.
Congratulations, Bendigo Community Health Services. What a terrific initiative. Now you can sit back and enjoy the rest of the show. The team at VicHealth tell me that they will be visiting each award recipient over the coming months to hand-deliver their trophies designed by the talented Emily Brookfield. You can check out the work at her website. Next up, let's learn more about the Driving Health Equity Award.
Everyone in Victoria deserves to live healthy, happy lives, regardless of their postcode, bank balance, or background. This category recognises a health promotion organisation or program that works to support people facing barriers to health and wellbeing, including people with disability, people on low incomes, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, people from culturally diverse backgrounds, those living in regional and rural areas, and people who identify as LGBTIQ+. The Driving Health Equity Award is important to me because I strongly believe that all individuals should have the same rights and the same access to health promotion education and also various health promotion programs that are being run. I would hate to think that any of my friends or family or community members would have different access to myself, and it's really important that we acknowledge the people that are doing amazing work to ensure that programs are equitable and available for all groups of people.
The finalists for the Driving Health Equity Award are We Love Stories. We Love Stories aims to support children under 5 years old from culturally diverse and low-income families in West Heidelberg, so that every child is ready to read and succeed at school. Cultivating Community Food Relief. Cultivating Community works with Melbourne's public housing communities to provide support and access to healthy, affordable, and culturally appropriate food. ICANN Network's online group mentoring program. The National Online Group Mentoring Program offers safe, fun, and validating spaces that are accessible to autistic young people aged 8 to 22 years old. Wadamba Willem. Wadamba Willem supports Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people experiencing homelessness and who have historically fallen through the gaps in the health system to improve their health and well-being. Zoe Support Australia. Zoe Support Australia works to re-engage young mothers facing disadvantage aged 13 to 25 years old in Mildura in social programs, education and employment, especially during the periods of restrictions and isolation in Victoria.
The winner of the Driving Health Equity Award is Zoe Support Australia.
Congratulations, Zoe Support Australia, for your truly incredible work. Before we move on to the next award, we want to share a story from a rural school about a 20-minute drive from Bairnsdale in East Gippsland. Clifton Creek Primary School was devastated by bushfire in 2020 and has since rebuilt. They partnered with the Song Room to bring music and art to the school in an effort to improve students' wellbeing and connection. As a teacher at a small school in Cobram, I understand the importance of the arts, and this one really got to me. Get ready for this next story to pull at the heartstrings.
Clifton Creek is a really diverse sort of community, a small community, but very close-knit. The droughts and then the bushfires, they were absolutely devastating on the community.
The old school that we used to learn in, that got burnt down.
So the Song Room is a national organisation and we provide arts opportunities for students in disadvantaged communities. So music, visual arts, media, dance and drama. We provide a community engagement project to help them rebuild their school together.
The initiative has provided us with that opportunity to create something beautiful that represents everything that we are.
The community was very excited. The project was going ahead because it involves everyone from outside the community and the students. The idea of the sculpture tree is to represent something personal to them so they can look back at what they created later on, and it will inspire other students.
We've just decorated some leaves and then Alan's going to make them out of steel and then we're going to weld them into the tree. Whenever somebody new comes, they create a leaf and it's stuck on the tree. It's like to see how our school grows, and after the bushfires, everything's growing back. It's something special for the school.
It's important for the community because they've brought everyone together and it brought the students together to work as one family basically, and it showed that the involvement, that it was important for them and the school and outside the community.
On the days that the song room is in the school, we know that students are really keen to participate. They don't want to miss out. They're a part of it because it's so enjoyable, and it's that joy then spreads across to all other areas of their learning.
I reckon it's really, really cool that we can work with Alan. I think it's special that we're a part of his work for our school.
It helps us bring everyone together, and it helps us learn how to work with others, how to share others' ideas and figure out what your weaknesses and your strengths are. I think it's important so everyone can feel safe with each other, like we're all a big family. It just makes me feel happy, and it probably makes other people feel happy.
The reaction from the kids was absolutely amazing of they were very overwhelmed and very happy to be a part of the project, creating something that they can see what they'd done at the end of the project was important, but seeing the enjoyment in it was absolutely great.
We find through these projects that students have a really great opportunity to connect with each other, to improve their social and emotional health and their well-being. It's such a wonderful experience to know that we're making a difference.
That was awesome. After the challenges of the bushfires and coronavirus, it's now more important than ever to acknowledge the work of organisations like the Song Room, as well as the areas of health promotion sector, and celebrate their achievements. This takes us to our next award, Building Back Better.
We've been challenged like never before by the global pandemic and extreme weather events, but the resilience of people across Victoria has shone through. This category recognises a health promotion organisation or program that has been creative and impactful in supporting recovery and improving the health and well-being of the community following the impact of coronavirus and the bushfires. I believe the Building Back Better Award is important because in a time when our communities have felt trialled and tested by not only the pandemic but the bushfires too, these nominees have truly risen from the ashes and have fought to bring about positive change in our communities. Every nominee in this category has demonstrated compassion, determination and resilience. And on behalf of the Victorian community, I'd like to thank you all for the work you have done and are continuing to do.
The finalists for the Building Back Better Award are Wellbeing Script System Building. The Wellbeing Script System Building program empowered general practitioners and neighbourhood houses in the Central Highlands region to co-design social connection activities for people during the pandemic. Cooking, Recovery and Connections. Cooking, Recovery and Connections was a community-driven response to support connection and wellbeing for public housing residents living in North Melbourne and Flemington during the pandemic. Flemington Mission, Caring for Our Community. Throughout the pandemic, the Flemington Mission operated every week to care for the community, to provide free healthy food and social support for people facing greater barriers to experiencing health and wellbeing. BooFit. In the small rural town of Murrundaya North, BooFit was a fitness and wellbeing community that enabled social connection, physical activity and wellness to the participants in group classes during the pandemic. North Richmond Community Health. High Risk Accommodation Response. The North Richmond High Risk Accommodation Response empowered residents in the local high-rise public housing estates to develop their employment and leadership skills, as well as build trust, positivity and collaboration.
The winner of the Building Back Better Award is North Richmond Community Health High Risk Accommodation Response.
Congratulations, North Richmond Community Health, and well done on your work in empowering people to develop important life skills. Next up, let's hear more about the Leading Health Promotion Research Award.
Research changes lives. This category recognises a Victorian researcher or team that has conducted invaluable research, contributing significantly to our knowledge about what works to prevent chronic disease and improve health and wellbeing. The Leading Health Promotion Research Award really hits home for me. I currently work as a junior doctor, and through my work in the hospital, I've seen how debilitating chronic mental and psychiatric illness can be, not just for patients, but for their families too. Research is the game changer that informs better prevention and better management of chronic illness on a societal scale. It can certainly be a long haul, and amidst the tireless nights, bureaucratic hoops and loops that you have to jump through, it is easy to feel invisible. Today, I'd like to say that not only do we see you, but we celebrate you for all the incredible work you do behind the scenes to make our communities a better place.
The finalists for the Leading Health Promotion Research Award are Australia's Food Environment Dashboard. Australia's Food Environment Dashboard aims to provide an overview of the healthiness of Australia's food environments and highlight priority areas for policy action. Fit Skills Partnership Project. This research aims to discover how the Fit Skills physical activity program fosters positive attitudes for young people with disability. Supporting LGBTIQ+ inclusion in community sport. This research contributes to understanding how LGBTIQ+ inclusion initiatives could be supported in community sport. Enjoy active aging in the community. The Enjoy project evaluates how older people's use of community-based outdoor exercise equipment has affected their physical, social, and mental health outcomes. Swipe app. The Swipe app is an intervention to reduce alcohol craving and consumption among Australians experiencing harm from alcohol during COVID-19.
The winner of the Leading Health Promotion Research Award is La Trobe University Fit Skills Partnership Project.
Congratulations to the team at La Trobe University. Now I would like to give you a sneak peek at a new initiative. Jumpstart aims to build vibrant communities by creating hundreds of community-led food, art and play initiatives for young Victorians whose lives have been hard hit by coronavirus. Take a look.
I would love to have more people with shared experience to talk to, and for there to be more programs and more opportunities for us to connect.
Produce is going to be shared amongst the neighbours. Whoever wants or needs can come and grab some. Whoever wants to just watch the process of food growing, they can do that as well.
There's so many more ways that we can be physically active, and it doesn't have to be through traditional sports.
Everyone just being supportive of one another and just a space where everyone is included, no matter of their age or culture or religion or race. To be really great to see what organizations come up with to support young people in the community. Now, for our next award, the Future Healthy Award.
Young people have the capacity to provide great perspective, and engaging with them in a meaningful way can unlock important insight. This category recognizes an organization or a program working with young Victorians to improve their health and well-being. Young people have been affected most because of the pandemic. We have been isolated, stressed out, and generally been disconnected from the world for the last 2 years. But there are organizations that have come through the pandemic, provided that giant leap of faith, and supported us in balancing our health and well-being. So it is extremely important to recognize and celebrate their success and spotlight the work they have been doing for us. Future Healthy Award exactly does that. It enhances the visibility of the work the organizations and individuals are undertaking to create a healthier future for all of us. They are setting up a benchmark for other organizations to step up. As an advocate, the award like this inspires me and pushes me to be more vocal, go to the extra mile, and drive the change. We need more education and awareness around the support available for physical and mental health well-being of young people. The Future Healthy Award recipient is exactly doing that work. This type of work to me means that there are people out there who want to make the world a better and sustainable place as much as I want to.
The finalists for the Future Healthy Award are Art Attack Clunes. Through circus and physical theatre, Art Attack was co-designed with and for young people in the rural town of Clunes to address mental well-being and social cohesion. Open Streets. Bicycle Network's Right to School program partnered with Moreland City Council to bring the Open Streets initiative to Brunswick East Primary School, which saw kids riding, walking, scooting and skating to school with no congestion and car traffic. Stoked. Youth Surf Therapy Program. Stoked is a youth surf therapy program providing young people from Warrnambool, Moyne and Glenelg with an opportunity for social connection and active recreation. Kids Thrive. Through a range of programs, Kids Thrive empowers children to create a healthy now for a healthy future for themselves and their communities. Healthy Eating, Active Living Matters, Healing Matters program. The Healthy Eating, Active Living Matters, Healing Matters program aims to improve the eating and physical activity habits, well-being and life skills of young people aged from 12 to 18 years old living in out-of-home care.
The winner of the Future Healthy Award is Monash University, Healthy Eating, Active Living Matters, Healing Matters program.
Congratulations to the entire team at Monash University on this unique program. Let's move on to our next award, the Outstanding Media Reporting Award.
The media provide a vital service in promoting the great work going on in our communities. This category recognises a Victorian journalist that has delivered accurate, impactful, and or entertaining health promotion reporting, helping people to increase control over their health and well-being. I believe the Outstanding Media Award is very important because in my personal experience working with a lot of multicultural communities, I've seen how misinformation and fake news can spread like wildfire, especially during the pandemic era. And it's very important that we get information that is clear, accurate and impactful because it can save lives, and it's very important that people who may not have all the time to research the information, they get the correct information at the right time. For me, I believe this work is very important because for me, there's a lot of information out there and sometimes I am worried about my health and worried about the health of my family members, and I can imagine other community members being worried about it as well. And sometimes when there's information overload, it is tough to find what's correct and what's wrong. And I think someone's out there who's doing the research, who's going out there finding the right information and putting it in a format that is impactful, that is entertaining. I believe this work is very important and it can save lives and improve the lives of others.
The finalists for the Outstanding Media Reporting Award are Coping with COVID. At the start of the pandemic, Emily Rice created Coping with COVID for 9 News Melbourne. It was a week-long series of positive and practical stories to help people across Victoria to maintain their health amid a frightening global health emergency. Life and Other Catastrophes. Life and Other Catastrophes spans aspects of health and well-being, looking at mental and physical health, relationships, habits, as well as social pressures. It acts as a resource, a comfort, and an outlet for listeners as they are encouraged to call in to share their experiences. The Conversation Hour. The Conversation Hour explores the issues that affect people across Victoria. It offers engaging discussions and inspiring stories that connect communities across the state. Topics have included women and girls wearing uniforms in sport, school refuses looking for solutions within school system, and banning alcohol advertising during sporting events. Tamara McDonald's reporting for the Geelong Advertiser promotes seeking help, reducing stigma and remaining active. Her stories feature both case studies of human experience and expert commentary, resulting in evidence-based reporting that readers can relate to.
The winner of the Outstanding Media Reporting Award is ABC Radio Melbourne, Life and Other Catastrophes.
And a big congratulations to ABC Radio Melbourne and the team that brought us Life and Other Catastrophes. Next up, we have a special performance from Murrundaya Yapenga Dance Troupe.
Each Kulin Nations dancer from the Murrundaya Yapenga Dance Troupe brings a lifetime of knowledge and experience in the songs and dances of many Kulin countries. The Murrundaya Yapenga mission is to sing and dance up country and create connections between people, culture, country and community. Dancers have family links to Gunditj Mara, Yota Yota, Muti Muti, Jubwarung, Wurundjeri and Bunyurong countries, amongst others. The summer seasonal dance you are about to see was filmed at Durban Parklands, located on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome back. What a great dance. Thank you for sharing with us. Let's now hear about the Community Legend Award.
Volunteers are the heart and soul of our communities. This category recognises individuals and groups working in health promotion who dedicate their time, passion, and energy to improve the health and well-being of their community. The Community Legend Award is very important because I believe there's a lot of volunteers out there who work outside of their normal working jobs, outside of in their weekends, who give up a lot of time to help others that need it most. And without these volunteers, I don't think the community would be as strong, as healthy as we have been. And it's during times of needs, I think that's when the volunteers step up. And even though they may not be at their best, they still step up and help others. And it's very important that we recognise these efforts and give them a platform to share all the amazing work they've done and given back. These community efforts mean a lot to me because I know, coming from a culturally diverse background, being a migrant myself, that sometimes these communities are what get us through tough times. And I know there's multiple communities out there. There's a lot of minority groups out there, and that's where this community work is needed. And it's where these people can get help. And this is where the community legends come in and give their experience, their time, and just the love to the people.
The finalists for the Community Legend Award are Gina Poulos. Gina Poulos is the founder and chairperson of Thedora House, an independent charity that provides emergency food relief to local communities enduring financial hardship. Joanne Watkins. For almost 9 years, Joanne Watkins has been event director for Albert Melbourne Park Run. During the pandemic, she hosted over 50 weekly cooking shows via Facebook, which maintains social connection amongst one of Australia's largest parkrun groups. Josh Collins, Upper Murray community legend. Josh Collins founded the Acres and Acres Cooperative, a market garden initiative that aims to empower and build the capacity of people in the Upper Murray region to grow, sell and supply fresh produce for its own community. Phillip Island Community and Learning Centre Inc. During the pandemic, the Phillip Island Community and Learning Centre assisted almost 10,000 people impacted by hardship, loneliness and social isolation during COVID-19 restrictions. Port Welcomers Program. The Port Welcomers are a group of older volunteers who usually greet passengers arriving on cruise ships in Port Phillip and Port Melbourne. During the pandemic, they provided support to local community members who experienced isolation.
The winner of the Community Legend Award is Josh Collins, founder of the Acres and Acres Cooperative.
Congratulations, Josh Collins, a true community legend. And now, for our final award, I would like to welcome VicHealth CEO Dr. Sandro Demaio to tell us more about the next award.
Thanks and good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce the Stephen Walter Excellence in Health Promotion Marketing Award. Stephen was a valued member of our VicHealth board, and we're pleased to be able to honour him and his legacy through this important category. Before we announce the finalists and winners, I'd like to recognise the many significant contributions that Stephen Walter made to VicHealth's work and vision by reading a message written by his wife, Pauline Walter. Pauline writes, "Our family is honoured that VicHealth has chosen to name the Stephen Walter Excellence in Health Promotion Marketing Award after our very much loved Stephen, who passed away after a short illness in May last year. As the longest serving VicHealth board member at his passing, Stephen saw much change and many successful VicHealth initiatives. Stephen helped guide several VicHealth brand and marketing initiatives, including a brand rejuvenation strategy, which is reflected in the new visual mark of VicHealth, befitting a vibrant organisation that encourages positively change in different segments of the community. He was also a member of the Workforce and Remuneration Committee, where he always put the welfare of VicHealth staff at the very centre. Stephen was also always generous with his time, and he used his wealth of experience to provide VicHealth with valuable strategic, marketing and communications advice. Having worked at senior levels for many years in several iconic organisations, including RMIT and Australia Post, Stephen was able to use his significant insights and positive relationships across the state and federal governments to further VicHealth's cause. He also brought a much-needed objective view around the suitability of sponsorship investments and priorities aligned to the VicHealth brand. Stephen had a unique understanding of community sentiment over and above formal research. He intuitively knew that messages and activities would and wouldn't fly with the Victorian community. He was very good at judging creative campaign executives against their insights, and this invariably increased confidence in likely behavioural change among the community and others. This married well with the objectives of VicHealth, which pursues positive health outcomes in a large part by keeping its fingers on the pulse of community sentiment and change. Stephen was also very interested, knowledgeable and supportive around stakeholder engagement, particularly for VicHealth, which has a very complex and diverse set of stakeholders among whom it needs to build trust and open relationships. This came naturally to someone like Stephen, who would be equally comfortable chatting to anyone with a story from a CEO to a small business owner and to the Minister of Health. Stephen would be both proud and humbled with this award named in his honour, and no doubt would be impressed with the high quality nominees for this year's award. It's through the ingenuity and ideas of individuals, including those nominated for this award, that communities develop a common narrative and understanding about health issues and how they should respond. These responses, when they become actions, can change the world. Thank you and congratulations to all the nominees for this award.
The way we communicate about health and well-being matters. This category acknowledges an effective and innovative health promotion campaign and/or communications activity. This award honours Mr. Walter's legacy and contribution to using marketing and communications to improve the lives of Victorians. I think that this award is really important as it helps Victorians access the health education that they need and prevents conditions that may occur later in life. From my experience, I have learned just how important it is that Victorians are aware of their bodies and health conditions, and therefore this work really highlights its importance and educates us.
The finalists for the Stephen Walter Excellence in Health Promotion Marketing Award are COVID Campaign, You Haven't Been Drinking Alone. This campaign is a tongue-in-cheek video showing kids on a Zoom call mimicking their parents' harmful alcohol consumption. The tone is playful, but the message is serious. You Are Not Alone campaign. This campaign provided information about how to seek help or support for someone experiencing abuse. It featured voices of women with lived experiences, enabling others to draw strength and hope. Food from Home, promoting edible gardening in Melbourne's southeast. This campaign promotes the health and climate co-benefits of edible gardening in Melbourne's southeast. It aims to help people overcome barriers to growing food at home to support more people eating homegrown produce. Feed Happiness. This social media campaign improved awareness of how healthy eating and positive mental health contributes to better health outcomes for young people and families in Melbourne's southern metropolitan region. Feeling It, September to November 2020. This social media campaign supported young people to remain positive and engaged in education through an extremely disrupted school year due to the pandemic. It provided students with mental health promotion strategies, tools, and resources to support good study habits, self-care, and resilience. Drama Down Under Seasons campaign. This campaign aimed to prevent the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases and promoted regular sexual health testing, treatment, and behavior change among the LGBTIQ+ community.
The winner of the Stephen Walter Excellence in Health Promotion Marketing Award is Centre for Non-Violence, You Are Not Alone campaign.
Congratulations, Centre for Non-Violence, and thank you for the extremely impactful work you do.
I would now like to again welcome VicHealth CEO, Dr. Sandro Demaio, for his closing remarks.
Thank you. I'd like to start by giving an important shout out to our fantastic judging panels, our young people, our community leaders, and of course our VicHealth staff. I'd also like to congratulate all finalists and winners in the Victorian Health Promotion Awards. The diversity and high calibre of projects happening across our great state are just truly incredible. It's fantastic to see so many health champions, from volunteers to grassroots groups to groundbreaking research leaders, working tirelessly to improve the health and wellbeing of everyone here in Victoria. You're truly making a huge difference in your community and across our communities. With so much of your time dedicated, though, to helping others, I'm so pleased that today VicHealth can dedicate some time to recognising you, your perseverance and commitment to going above and beyond to contribute to the health and wellbeing of everyone in Victoria, particularly during these challenging times. A huge thank you to the VicHealth team who made today's event possible, and to our superstar community champions and our hosts for the awards, Manahil and James. What an amazing show. Lastly, we really mean it when we say we're opening our doors to the Victorian community to use VicHealth spaces. The Victorian Health Promotion Hub is for everyone. So if you're based in regional Victoria and need a place to plug in your laptop between meetings, or if you want to convene health promotion stakeholders, we hope to see you in this space very soon. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed this celebration as much as we did.